Hey everyone, so this is a quick update. Uh, this is in numbers, but it's the same for Microsoft Excel. So you just put the data in the green cells, like this is the span, and then if you have a thick ridge, thin ridge, whatever you're doing, wall thickness, because some people like to use on a rafter the wall thickness as their seat cut. And that might work where you have 2x4 exterior walls, but a 2x6 is starting to get crazy because you have nothing left for the tail. And that takes us straight into this argument of the height above plate. The IRC has actual code that tells you how to figure out the bird's mouth. They call it a rafter notch. You can look it up in the IRC code. And they take the rafter lengthwise and divide it into 4 equal spaces. And you're allowed to cut the notch to be within one of those spaces. So on a 2x6, the even lines are 1.375 times 4. And that's not a problem if you want to do a 3 and 12, 4 and 12, works out pretty nice. But when you get up to 12 and 12 or steeper, you don't have much of the board sitting on the wall. And so a lot of guys will just, hey, as long as the short side is fully supported, then it's legit. And that's true. You could bobtail that rafter and cut the bottom as long as the inside bottom edge of the rafter is not hanging out off of the wall inside the room. Then it becomes less than whatever that rafter is. Like if it was a 2x6 and it's stuck into the room half an inch, well, now it's a 5-inch board instead of a 5.5. And so all your calculations for using that type of rafter in that situation just changed because the prescriptive tables don't account for that size lumber. Anyways, that's a little in the weeds, but I'm working on this. I'll get it. It came to me when I was looking at this going, why is this 4.25 inches? And it's the same for the 12 and 12. And I was like, okay. So I started drawing this out in CAD. And then when I actually did it by the IRC, it totally changes the bird's mouth. I had to build this table over here so that I could, if I'm using 2x8s on a 8 and 12, then my HAP, my height above plate, would be 6 and 9/16. That kind of thing. So what I got to do now is automate all this so that these things populate based off of, where did I have that? Right here. These 4 areas need to automate. Right now, I just manually put these numbers in here out of this table. So when I get that done, I'll be able to really quickly calculate every part of a roof again. And I can either do it based on IRC rafter cut or how traditional is. So hope you enjoyed this. Give me a bid. I only have spare time every so often to work on this, and it's hard to get my head to dive back into it. Take care. Have a great day.